This is an Ellis Mowers and More product review. Interested in buying this product? The link is in the description below. Have a product inquiry or a home, garden, or automotive product or tool to review? Email me, ellis@ellismowers.com, or reach out on Instagram and Facebook at Ellis Mowers and More. And as always, like and subscribe for more product reviews and small engine content. On today's product review, we're going to look at this product from Himimi. This is a 50-foot retractable cord reel. You hang it on your wall or ceiling, and it has the spring action, just kind of like almost like an air hose reel. It has 3 cord plug-ins at the end of it, so you can plug in up to 3 things, and has different brackets if you want to slide it on or attach it between 2x4s or something along those lines. It has this bracket as well as this bracket right here if you just want to directly screw it in. It also comes with some hardware, a couple of screws. Obviously you can use your own hardware as well. This piece right here pivots, so if you need to move it left or right, if you have it on the wall, or if it needs to go left or right with it being on the ceiling, then you've got that as well. And then you've got a decent length, up to 10 feet I believe, of cord to plug it into whatever outlet that you want it plugged into. So we'll give a demonstration of this. I'm going to go ahead and hang it up in my garage and show y'all how it works. So before we put it up, just 2 things I wanted to show y'all. This is a locking feature. If you don't want it to pull out, you just turn this knob and it locks the cord in place. So you can see I can't pull the cord out. You unlock it and you can, do what you need to with it. This button right here appears, you just push it, and I think that gets you inside the cord reel if you need to get inside there for whatever reason, like if it's tangled up or something. These mounts are 5.5 inches apart. I have drilled a couple of holes up in the ceiling here and screwed the screws in most of the way, and I'll get on the ladder. So the head of those screws, you'll have to get your own hardware if you do it this way. Make sure the head of the screws is bigger than this and smaller than this. Simple as that. You can put a 3rd screw in there for extra security after you secure those 2 screws on if you want to. Again, you have that other bracket as well that you can use if so desired. I'm going to hang it up this way though. Alright guys, let me show you how I fasten this. Again, I fasten it to a stud that runs across the top of my garage ceiling here. I did a couple of Phillips head screws. I just used hardware that I had lying around. Nothing crazy or ridiculous there. I screwed them all the way and almost until the end to leave just enough space for this to come through and slide. And once I did that, I was able to tap it with a dead blow hammer to get it set into place. And I put that little bolt up there in the middle. Just started it with the drill, drilled into the stud, and then kind of stuck it in there and wrenched it in just for extra security so that it's not moving back and forth on the bracket while it's sitting on the roof there, just to stay in the set bracket. I routed the cord down here, and let's see, so we've routed the cord down here, and now we've got power, as you can see, to the cord, and it sure beats that mess right there, I tell you. So this was going to work out really well. I'm going to show y'all how far it extends out of the garage here, and we'll just test it just to make sure that it works with a couple of power tools. Guys, I'll show you how far this thing goes out. I want to demonstrate how it works first. You'll hear a series of clicks. When you hear the series of clicks as I'm pulling it out, that means that the cord is locking in place. Like there, right? So the cord is locked in place. Now if I pull it further past the clicks, right there, it will retract. Just like so. So let's go ahead and pull it all the way out. And to give y'all an idea, that's how far 50 feet reaches. It reaches all the way up just past my trailer, almost up to the pine tree. We'll walk it real quick just to show you. Now, I do want to mention that if you do hang this on the wall, it is likely going to retract and pull a whole lot better. I do see that it has like these wheels inside that allow it to not get tangled up, so that's a plus. And then if we walk along here, you can see how far this goes. So next what I'll do is retract it just to show you its retractability, especially from a area that it's not quite as straight. So we're going to do this from diagonal, and I'll show you all that next. All right, so let's bring this cord back in. There we go. I would say it may need a little bit of encouragement and just guidance from you, especially toward the bottom if you got it hanging on the ceiling. Again, if you've got it hanging on the side, it's going to be a whole lot easier, but with block walls and everything, hanging it from the ceiling for me is a little bit better. Let me get those power tools out now just to show you that the electricity function of this works, and then we'll be finished with this. Couple items here. This is a heat gun and just one of them electric impacts. I'm going to show you that both of them work on the same circuit again, just to make sure if you're using really high powered stuff. This is really good gauge wire. Just make sure you're not exceeding the maximum amperage that this cord can do. So I'll show you here. We're going to turn the heat gun on. That's 1500 watts, and this is 8.5 amp startup here. So you can hear that we had a little bit of a limitation of the amount of power going through the cord when I have both the heat gun and this high-powered impact going. To be expected from an extension cord like this, just because of the amount of travel and the gauge of wire. Really high-powered stuff running at the same time. But it does run both of them, and it's a whole lot easier than dragging out extension cords. I do think the gauge of this wire is relatively good from what you can see in there. I don't know the gauge right off the top of my head, but it should work really well. It looks like 14 AWG 12 would be your gauge, up to 300 volts. So 14 gauge wire, right? So that's everything here on this hose reel. I'm really looking forward to having this in the garage because it's going to do wonders. Me not having to get out extension cords every time I need a little bit extra cord. Alright guys, so that is everything on this Himimi 50-foot extension cord reel. It's got the 3 plugs, powers the high-powered devices. All there is just a little bit of lag. I wouldn't want to run that for a prolonged amount of time anyways. That was more of an extreme test. But for your everyday extension cord needs, especially out in the garage and stuff, this will work really well for you. It mounts up on the ceiling. You can mount it up on the wall. It's got a 10-foot cord so that you can plug it into whatever plug you need to plug it into on the back end, and then you have that 50-foot extension there for getting power to whatever you need up to 50 feet away from where you have this hose or this cord reel mounted. Hopefully y'all found this review helpful, and I really do appreciate y'all watching this product review in your journey to see if this cord reel is right for you. And I'll catch you on the next product review. Take care.